out Minnesota's starting lineup. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And for the Pelicans, Trey Murphy out there with Fears. Then there's Zion Williamson. Then there's Sadiq Bey. And it's Queen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
Now here's Williamson. Over Randall. Williamson, no good. To the paint. And Williamson with the block. Pass to Fears. Here's Queen. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Fears. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, Grant, with the young Jeremiah Fears, the focus seems to be on his potential upside.
Yeah, he scores well, has a decent passing game, but there's room for more polish in other areas. As long as he works hard on developing, he'll reach that next level.
The first one falls. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
For 3, Randall. It's hauled in by New Orleans. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year. Pass to Fears. Shakes him. Outside for Bey. Fires from deep. Edwards pulls it in.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Randall. Edwards looking for an opening. Minnesota again missing.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Back to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
You know, coach gets mad when Williamson gets hit and there's no whistle, and it happens a lot.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
James Brago gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Guys, back over to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And here's New Orleans now, following the 3-pointer by Minnesota. Here's Williamson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And nice muscle from Williamson, accepting the hit and finding a way to finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Personal foul. Second team foul. One shot. At the line for New Orleans, Zion Williamson. Shooting 1.
And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
The Pelicans have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Williamson against Randall. Randall with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's McDaniels. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Shooting for Minnesota, James McDaniels. At the line for 1.
they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
The reputation for Jaden McDaniels is he's a lockdown defender, and that's cross-positionally. Now he needs to continue to develop offensively.
Here's Queen, 15 in his last outing. And here's Williamson. Pass to Fears, 5 to shoot. The three-pointer off the mark. Randall with it. He's picked up by Williamson. McDaniels from long range. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
To the left side wing. Randall against Williamson. Here's Fears. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. The Pelicans pull it in. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
And coming into that one, honestly, they were hoping to pull off an upset, but the talent differential was just too much to overcome.
You have the sense that they expected that result. Once they dug themselves into a hole, I thought they let go of the rope.
The shot's good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Williamson. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, so often the guy who sets the screen. In that instance, Julius Randall with the ball in his hands in the pick and roll. Go ahead, Julius.
Here's Fears. Here's Queen. No good on the three. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Murphy.
Julius Randall has been a consistent producer in this league for a long time. This guy, an absolute matchup nightmare.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
It seems to me Julius Randall improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
And Randall drops them both. Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck.
Now here's Williamson. 5 points in the game. Down low. Queen. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
You can tell Zion values sharing the ball. He knows he can't win it alone out there.
Pass to McDaniels. Randall deciding where to go with it. He takes it in. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randall getting downhill and leaves no doubt.
Williamson outside. Pass to Fears from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 17-7 run. Back to DiVincenzo. Now here's Randall. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And that one misses. And Doris, the Wolves, the 6th seed last season. But by point differential, they were the second best team in the West.
It didn't start out smoothly for an organization that made major changes. The massive difference in personnel with Julius and Dante changed how they were structured. But boy, with a young superstar in Anthony Edwards, they figured it out, and I think they're well positioned moving forward.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here. All right, let's have a look and see who is leading the league in field goal percentages. Rudy Gobert on top.
And this guy just flat out knows how to score. A high IQ offensive player with a strong feel for what shots to take, which is why his field goal percentage leads the league.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans. Here's Williamson. 5 points in the game. Takes it inside. Count that one. Williamson's got 7 points. The Timberwolves lead by 6. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, "My goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender." Brian?
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. New Orleans has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Pass to Fears. Here's Queen, guarded by Edwards. Steps back. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Bay outside, just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Puts up a deep 3. Edwards pulls it in.
Boy, his struggles this quarter is not helping them right now. They may need to start going to somebody else on the offensive end.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pelicans trail by 8. Now Williamson. He has 7. Outside for Bay. Williamson up top. Checked by Randall. Back to Bay. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. Well, the Pelicans shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. The 3 is up. And Trey Murphy gets the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Minnesota. Here to start, they're on solid ground, standing 6th in the conference. And of course, there's the Pelicans. They need to work much harder to climb out of the bottom of the conference.
You know, for Minnesota, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Now here's Alvarado in his last outing with 12 points. Williamson looking around. Alvarado outside. For three. And Trey Murphy gets a three. And now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 7. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
Outside Conley. Miller right side. Pass to Reed. Now Clark. The three. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Alvarado outside. 1:10 left in the first quarter. 4-3. Offensive rebound. So both teams making some changes here.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Fires for 3. Connects from downtown.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
The Timberwolves lead by 3. Here's Dillingham. And he banks in the layup. Dillingham's got 5 now.
Making a slick move off the dribble to get the easy 2.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Looney passes to Hawkins. For Dillingham. Hawkins can't get it to go.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Now here's Clark. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Dillingham. The 3. Looney grabs a miss. Now here's Alvarado. Here's Hawkins. And it's all from 3-point range. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 5. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Mike Conley out there with Dillingham. And it's Clark in at the 3. Now here's Alvarado. Pass to McGowan's. Floats one. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Here's Dillingham. Outside Conley. Now Randall. Now Reed. Let's go with a three. On target from range. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. And that sends Kevon Looney to the free throw line. It's going to be on Naz Reid. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Alexander, he's checked in for McGowan's.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Inside. The steal. Alvarado outside. Pass to Messi. Back to Alvarado. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Hawkins. And again, no good by New Orleans. Minnesota has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. And here's Randall. Here's Dillingham. Lets the three fly. Looney grabs a miss. For New Orleans, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Hawkins, the pass to Looney. Now here's Alvarado. Six to shoot. Pass to Alexander. From 18 feet away, it's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Conley. To the paint. Here's Dillingham. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pelicans trail by 6. New Orleans calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Some changes for New Orleans. Zion Williamson is checked in for Looney. Bay comes in for Hawkins. And it's Fears in for Alexander. Juzang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Shannon comes in for Dillingham. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Over to the wing. Pass to Bay. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Yes, it's good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
The Timberwolves lead by 4. Conley looking for an opening. Randall outside. Reed sets a screen from the arc. And that's good. Randall for 3. Randall's got 14.
Well, Julius Randle, once he starts percolating, is a dangerous offensive player.
Pass to Messi. Here's Fears. Bay outside. Over to the left wing. Fears' shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Outside Conley. To the inside. Here's Juzang. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now here's Williamson. 9 points in the game.
What a play by Zion. He's a big man with quick moves.
Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Here's Williamson. He's got 11. Pass to Misi. Williamson against Randall. Oh, Williamson throws it down!
And that's what we've come to expect from Zion. Exactly.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Minnesota leading by 5. Randall outside. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Pass to Misi. Here's Williamson. Oh, Zion! He can go through you.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Queen, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Juzang. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Shannon. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. Edwards with it. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Pass to Randall. The 3-ball. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Randall against Williamson. Bay with a screen on Randall. Williamson outside. Clock at 6. And here's Alvarado. From deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Randall against Williamson. Now here's Randall. Tight defense on him. Outside McDaniels. Minnesota again missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Bay. Alvarado outside. Bay outside. Williamson for 3. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Randall. Picked by Gobert. Takes a 3. They get it back. Randall outside. Second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Randall's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Williamson right side. Zion! Aggressive on the interior.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Edwards, the pass to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Gobert with a screen on Williamson. Randall, the pass to McDaniels. From downtown, book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Yeah, McDaniels has made himself a legitimate option for 3-point territory. What a look there.
Now here's Williamson. 17 points in the game. Back to Bay. Pass to Queen. 3-pointer. Rebound Minnesota. Randall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's McDaniels. Edwards for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pelicans trail by 11. Williamson outside. Back to Alvarado. Pass to Queen. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused and they made everything they looked at.
Now here's Edwards. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Gets the three to fall.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard and he comes in ready to work every day. You look forward to working with someone like that. Brian, back to you.
Has them bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie. New Orleans calls timeout. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for Alvarado. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Queen. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Pass to Williamson. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Reed. And there's Williamson on the assist by Fears. Williamson's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The floater. McDaniels against Bay. Launches it. And another three from Minnesota.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And here's Williamson. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Down by 15. Pass to Fears. DiVincenzo with a steal. Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo on the wing. Now Reed. And we've got 1:18 left in the half. Fires from the wing. McDaniels can't hit.
And we haven't seen them pound the ball inside and draw as much contact this quarter.
Here's Williamson. And he drops it in from the low post. Williamson's got 21 points in the game.
He played well in the first quarter, but now he's taking it to the next level.
DiVincenzo finds Gobert. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Fires the three. Buries it from 3. Edwards got 11.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pelicans trail by 16. Here's Queen, defended by Gobert. Now here's Bay. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. That shot wide open. 5 points in the game.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
Outside Reed. Here's Edwards. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Williamson inside. Reed defending. For 3, Fears. The shot that time not on target. The clock runs out and we are headed Minnesota up by 15. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
You know, for the Pelicans, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, they have guys popping off the bench, putting up numbers. That's their real advantage.
Yeah, nothing secondary about this second unit. See what I did there?
I see.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It has been a clinic out there by Zion Williamson.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The Timberwolves lead by 15. Zion Williamson out there with Saddiq Bey. Then there's Fears, then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Queen in at the center position. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. And New Orleans shooting at a respectable 49%. Williamson outside. Six on the shot clock. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Count it. Edwards has got 15.
Boy, oh boy, when Anthony Edwards gets downhill, turn the lights out, folks. He's a handful.
Without a doubt, Ant-Man is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Doris.
You cannot take your eyes off Anthony Edwards when he's playing in a basketball game. The skill set is electric, but beyond that, he's got a 1,000-watt smile, and he understands this is an entertainment medium.
Randall finds Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels from long range. Pelicans cleared away. Queen's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Fears. Queen, the pass to Williamson. Bey, right side. Over McDaniels. That one's wide left.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. Here's Randall. Banked it in off the glass. Randall's got 20 points.
Now, guys, over the years, we've seen Randall become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
Here's Williamson. Up and in on the layup.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Here is DiVincenzo, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Fades back. Randall can't hit. And so it's Bey who brings up the ball for New Orleans. 17-point game. Williamson passes to Queen. Williamson outside. For 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Randall. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's Fears. Now Bey. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Williamson against DiVincenzo. From 15 feet away. Williamson misses. Minnesota leading by 17. Down low. Fast break, Minnesota. McDaniels from long range. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. McDaniels got 15.
Yeah, McDaniel's really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
New Orleans calls timeout. One of the stories here, Julius Randle, he is getting it done today.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
And let's pause for a moment to recognize the teams with the best three-point shooting. The fourth spot held by Minnesota.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Fears. Now Bay. Williamson with a screen on McDaniels. Bay, no good.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Outside Edwards. Three-pointer, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Williamson against Randle. Here's Queen. Kicks it out to Williamson. Pass to Fears. Clock at 4. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. He has 7.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
DiVincenzo finds Gobert. Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Fears. He's got 7. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. And that one's good. Williamson. 25 points for Zion Williamson.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Randle for 3. DiVincenzo knocks it down from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Randle against Williamson. Pass to Queen. Out to the wing. A nice shot by Fears. Fears has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range, this is exactly what you want.
Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Pelicans trail by 20. Now here's Williamson. He's got 25. With a step back. Randle pulls down the board.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Outside McDaniels. Let's go with a 3. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now here's Williamson. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. Pass to Bay. For 3, Fears. McDaniels with the rebound.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own 3.
This one for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Williamson. Here's Fears. To the left wing. Williamson against Randle. They need this. Count the basket. Williamson's got 27.
And Zion living up to his full potential tonight. He can be a terrifying matchup when he's playing with energy.
Back to Edwards. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Queen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Bay passes to Queen. Count it! The defender is called for the block, and he could turn this into a three-point play.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
New Orleans shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And the Pelicans making a change here. Alvarado's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Conley's checked in for DiVincenzo. And Minnesota with possession here. Conley with the ball. He's scoreless. And here's Edwards. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. Messi, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Naz Reid's checked in for the Timberwolves. Clark comes in for Julius Randle. And the Pelicans with possession here. Picked by Messi. Stolen by Reid. Clark left side. Now Conley. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Launches it from deep. And Fears pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 21. Alvarado outside. Pass to Bay. Bay with a screen on Clark. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Here's New Orleans. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Pass to Messi. To the paint. Here's Fears. 9 points in the game over Edwards. And again, no good by New Orleans. Now here's Conley. Outside Edwards. There's the triple. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Bay. Inside. Soft touch off the glass. And that's now 11 points now for Trey Murphy.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Reid sets a screen. The 3. The Pelicans pull it in.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
To the inside. From 8 feet away. From 7 feet away. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Outside Conley. Intercepted. A minute 15 left to play in the 3rd quarter here. That one falls.
They're really working the paint now.
Minnesota leading by 15. Edwards with it. 18 points for him. Pass to Clark. 3-pointer. And Bay pulls it down. And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. To the wing on the left. For 3. Fears. Drains the triple. Fears has got 12.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
It's Edwards on the wing. Looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game. Reed finds Edwards. Clark with the screen. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards has got 7 points here in the quarter.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Bay outside. From outside the arc. The shot misses. It's been all about Jaden McDaniels for Minnesota. He's now hit 6 threes in this game. Knows he has the green light to fire away. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Dillingham out there with Mike Conley. And it's Clark in at the 3 slot. And Alvarado gets it to go.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep. If you leave him that open, my goodness.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That'll be a second foul of the game. Pelicans trail by 11. And here's Misi. Back to Williamson. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Well, the Timberwolves shooting is around 55% so far. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Conley. And it's in there. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Here's Randall. Lays it up and banks it in. Randall's got 22 points.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
Williamson outside. Inside. Pass to Hawkins. Out left to the wing. Here's Alvarado. Misses the 3. Minnesota leading by 13. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Dillingham. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
Looney, a screen on Clark. Williamson is doubled. Pass to Misi. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williamson for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Clark outside. Here's Dillingham. Fires from deep. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Hawkins. To the left wing. Williamson outside. Back to Alvarado. Here's Hawkins. Reed defending. Clark against Williamson. Over Clark. Williamson, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 15. And here's Randall. He's guarded by Misi. Outside Conley. Clark outside. Jacks up a three. The shot comes out.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Pass to Misi. Right wing. Here's Hawkins. Sends it home from three-point land. Hawkins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, this offense certainly thrives when he's knocking those down.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Queen, he's checked in for Looney. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Edwards is checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Randall, the pass to Edwards. Back to Randall. Basket's good. Randall's got 24.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Williamson with a screen on Randall. Queen, pass to Williamson. Ooh, Zion with the flush.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Now Conley. For three, Randall. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Here's Queen. Williamson outside. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. The shot by Misi, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Conley. Outside Edwards. From 11 feet away, and another basket for Minnesota.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Pass to Alvarado. Back to Williamson. To the paint. Here's Misi. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Conley passes to Edwards. Back to Conley. The three is up. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Now, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes, sir.
Pelicans trail by 18. Pass to Queen. Williamson left side. Picked by Misi. Down low. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Williamson's got 7 assists in the game.
Yeah, in football, they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it. That's exactly what happened.
Now here's Randall. Offline with a baseline jumper. Here's Hawkins. Out to the right wing. Pass to Queen. Fires for 3. Kept alive. Alvarado outside. And they recover it. Here's Hawkins. Williamson for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Reed's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now here's Conley. Pass to Dillingham.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
For New Orleans, Bay, he's checked in for Misi. Trey Murphy comes in for Hawkins. And it's Fears in for Alvarado. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dillingham, and it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. Randall against Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. Randall outside. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Pass to Fears. Back to Williamson. Another shot to the left side wing. With the clock winding down for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall, left side. To stop the drought. And it's good on the lay-in. Randall's got 11 in the second half.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
Here's Williamson. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Now here's Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Edwards got 25 points.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Pass to Queen. Here's Fears. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Bay outside. Williamson outside. Takes the 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Here is DiVincenzo. For 3, Randall drills it from deep. Randall's got 32 points.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randall leaves no doubt.
Randall against Williamson. Here's Fears. Bay outside. Pass to Fears. Back to Bay. Over McDaniels. And again, New Orleans no good. Minnesota leading by 22. It's Edwards on the wing. Randall outside. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Here's Fears, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Here's Williamson. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. The Timberwolves shooting has been great this game, 58%.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number. And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Julius Randle.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Outside Edwards. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports